My name is Rafael, you're watching Rock and Roll Garage, and I'm going to show you who are the 5 drummers that the legendary Creedence Clearwater Revival original drummer, Mr. Doug Cosmo Clifford, said are his favorites of all time. But first, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your comment. Well, when I had the chance to interview Doug in 2020, but at the time I was not doing videos yet, so it was a written interview, and I asked him who were his 5 favorite drummers of all time, and this is what he told me. Okay, let's start. The first one he mentioned it was Gene Krupa, incredible American drummer, and he said that he got me into drumming. That's why he mentioned it, Gene Krupa at the time. And Gene Krupa was really a huge inspiration, not for only Doug, but many other famous drummers like Peter Criss from Kiss, also Newport from Rush, and many other drummers. So he's the first one on the list. The second one is Al Jackson Jr. And Al Jackson Jr. is known for having been a member of Booker T and the MGs, another really important band from the early rock and roll phase. And he said they were the house band and played behind all the great vocalists at Stax, like Otis Redding, Sam and Dave, Isaac Hayes. All was a mentor to me. So this is what he said about Al Jackson Jr., another drummer who inspired him a lot. And Al Jackson was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Booker T and the MGs in 1992. The third one that he mentioned it was Dave Garibaldi, and he's the drummer for Tower of Power, and this is what Clifford said about him. He's also a personal friend. He's a funk drummer, and from the Oakland era. We took them on their first tour of America. His technical playing and soul is top of the mark. That's what Clifford said about Dave Garibaldi, who is also one of his favorite drummers of all time. The fourth one that he mentioned it was Ringo Starr, the legendary Beatles drummer. And this is what he said about Ringo. His great style and simplicity and sophisticated grooves and moves that he made with the Beatles. That's why he explained that's why he chose Ringo Starr. And, you know, besides being an incredible drummer, he was also a really good, also had a great solo career, and also was a great singer on the Beatles songs that he sang. He was the vocalist. The final one that he mentioned it was Hal Blaine, a member of the so-called Wrecking Crew, a group of amazing musicians who were studio session musicians for many huge hits and important songs from and important albums from all time. I mean, he's just a spectacular drummer. And this is what Clifford said about him. The all-time greatest recording drummer in pop music. He's the only studio guy in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Has been on more number one hit records than anyone. And he played on all the Beach Boys records. You'd be surprised at whose records he played on. So another legendary drummer that tends to be overlooked because he was not an official member of any of these bands, but the drums you hear on all of those incredible songs were recorded by him. So what an amazing, incredible drummer and musician that Hal Blaine was. And this is the list by Doug Clifford. If you want to read more about it, you can go to the description and read the article we wrote about this interview with Doug. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your comment, okay? Thank you for watching, and I see you later.